Hi Geminis, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to take a look at this upcoming week. This is going to be the week of, June 2nd through Sunday, June 8th. Take a deep breath in. The energy feels very like confused, discombobulated, maybe some anxiety. You know what's interesting? Let me move this chair over. But when I was starting your reading, I heard afraid to lack. So some of you could be dealing with some anxiety in regards to finances right now. You could have a strong fear of not having enough. Okay, that's coming through very strongly. And interesting thing is when I was about to start your reading, I got up and I was like, I need to go eat. I was like, I haven't eaten anything. I need to eat something. And it was just interesting because I was in the middle of recording other readings. I needed water and I needed food. So in this moment, you may be needing to nourish yourself. You could be feeling like this Five of Pentacles energy of lack, not having enough, afraid that you won't have enough. And it's because you're not nourishing your body or taking care of yourself properly, right? So like self-care is being highlighted very, very much right now for you to stop, pause, and to reflect on how and what you need to pour into yourself versus looking outside for something to come in to meet those expectations. Okay, so that's coming through, but let's see. I don't know why my table is shaking so much. Okay, for Geminis for this upcoming week, the 2nd through the 8th, guys. Alrighty, so the Seer of Destiny. You notice this came out in reverse. Look, fortune, right timing, and synchronicities. With the swan energy here, I am picking up on someone who has been like riding solo, someone who's kind of stepping into their independence or gaining an understanding of what it's like to be independent. That could be where this fear of lack is coming in from, like fear of like lacking money, lacking enough. That could be coming in because you're doing this on your own. Somebody's like venturing off into a new journey is how this feels. The bottom of the deck is the Seer of Nature, grounding, authenticity, and abundance. Yeah, I think for some of you, sorry, I didn't mean to move that so fast, but I think for some of you, there's an ask that you devote time to yourself, that you pour into yourself and recognize where true abundance comes from. Okay, there are some money concerns here though. This is very clear to me, especially with this fortune here. You're trying to assess how to create long-term financial stability, and there is some fear around where that comes from or how to obtain it. Wow, look at this. There's definitely lack mentality, guys. Definitely lack, because I keep seeing that Five of Pentacles. But the lack is stemming from a lack of self-care and tending to. I think you're so focused on maybe trying to expand your world, trying to grow and develop and process and move into your destiny, that you're missing the here and now. You're missing the moments that are present and in front of you right now. The bottom of the deck is focused on the brilliance, focused attention, prioritizing, and persevering. There's something that you're not seeing. Feels like a very gray area, and it feels like it's affecting your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra as well. Like I'm seeing like a lack of, it's the solar plexus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It's the solar plexus because it's affecting your ability to believe in your own power. Hyper dependence is what I heard. You could be hyper dependent or could have been hyper dependent upon others to meet your needs, and now you're being kind of forced. Like I'm seeing someone just throw like a baby into the pool, kind of like figure it out. And it feels to me like this is an intentional action of spirit. Like I feel like God is intentionally putting you out on your own so that you can find your own luck, find your own way, find your own happiness, create your own path in life rather than finding the path least resistant. And I don't know what that means. Maybe you've been dependent upon others. I don't know what the path of least resistance is for you, but this feels like you're being pushed into a path of something new. Definitely I'm seeing like an ending of something. This could be an ending of the old version of you that relied on others. This does have to do with your self-worth though. Look, enough for now and always. You are enough. This is about your worthiness and faith in God that your needs are going to be met. Something to do with connecting to your heart space. Like this has something to do with your ability to connect to your heart space. I think pouring into yourself. Wow. Deception and envy. Guys, if this isn't you, reverse the roles, okay? Take it as it resonates. If it's not for you, just leave it. Not all messages are for you. There's a lot of awesome tarot readers on YouTube, so you can find someone else who resonates with you. But I think I'm going to read this as if this is you. Feels to me like you've been deceiving yourself into believing that your value comes from things deception and envy, and then material and spiritual prosperity. This is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck now is triumphant success, which is like the Ace of Swords. Triumph. Yeah, something has to swell up in you. There needs to be a revival of who you think you are. It's like Spirit is showing me like someone like rising from the dead. I'm seeing the Death card in the tarot. There has to be a transformation in the way that you see and value yourself. And that is directly correlated to the abundance as far as financial and spiritual prosperity that you have. There is some type of deception in the way that you view money and that you view spirituality. Again, take it as it resonates, but that's what I'm picking up on. It feels like there's like been some misleading ideas, misinformation, training, upbringing, something like that in regards to you thinking that things are supposed to come a certain way, and that's being shaken and uprooted in you. Happy birthday, by the way, guys. We're still in Gemini season. That's being uprooted in you. I'll tell you that almost every sign that I've read for today has received this World card. And it's because what God is trying to do is close out these old cycles. These cycles that keep us trapped. Also with that deception and envy card, that's the Seven of Swords in traditional tarot. And that is representative of self-sabotage. So you could be self-sabotaging due to lack of confidence, feeling like you're not enough. That came out in the reversal. Yeah, healing. I'm going to put this like this because this is how it was shown to me. The great work. This is the North Node, destiny. You have all major arcanas right now, guys. I'll tell you guys what I'm picking up on once I get all the cards out. For our Geminis, the Hierophant. Yeah. Why does this feel like deja vu? This is about healing your traditional ideas and thoughts that have been deceiving you. Something about upbringing. The Knight of Spires is the Knight of Swords. Something about going and getting stuff, like chasing, making this your life mission, your life purpose, to be financially secure and stable. Not thinking about or not understanding that your spiritual relationship with God also impacts your finances and the way that you view yourself. I'm seeing the abandoned or abandonment card in my little inner child deck. I'm just going to tell you what I heard right away is that you could have been dealing with other energies, or seeking opportunities with energies that had like higher ranking energies is what I hear. Okay, let me tell you. The bottom of the deck is Justice. Okay, balance. Bringing into balance. This is a new deck that I have, this tarot deck. It's called Mindscapes Tarot, and I'm going to read that Great Work card in just a second. It's the last major arcana in this deck. And it's about gratitude, appreciation, purpose, destiny, and interconnectedness. It's about emotions, and it's about your North Node, your destiny. Okay, the communities and the relationships that you share with others. And I do believe that some of you have been connecting with higher ranking, like dark energies, in order to obtain and attain material and spiritual success. They're showing me like wolves in sheep's clothing, but you've been benefiting from them. Because like what I'm hearing is you're going to have to give the devil back everything that he gave you. Okay? And this does seem to be because of your own doing. I have to be honest with you guys. I can't sugarcoat my readings. I'm sorry. You can hate me or spirit, and I'm sorry. I love you guys too much to lie to you. Let me tell you the cards. The World, the Great Work, the Star, the Hierophant, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. This feels to me like you have been seeking out destiny, material success, and partnerships with individuals who could try to take you to a certain level of status. This feels like it's a status energy. And I think what's happened is you've been burned. And I think it's because you have been trying to find things from an immature perspective. It's like you're trying to find healing. You're trying to find the path to destiny, right? You're trying to see and make you're trying to make your destiny happen. But that's not the way that it works. So what karma has to do is balance this out. Look at this. This is Justice. This is the Ace of Swords. And I have to tell you, something in the Catacomb is an extra card in this deck. This is about your ancestors and your family lineage. Something in your lineage needs to be healed, and it needs to be restored back into balance, and your ancestors are asking you to assist with this. They've given you the light, the truth. That's what this is, Ace of Swords. The truth and clarity in regards to this situation so that you can heal it for your lineage from this point on. Okay? This is an ancestral call to action. So any type of fear-based lack mentality, ideas, and thoughts in regards to money need to be healed. The way to heal this energy is to step into your Empress status, to operate as the Empress rather than the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands, those can be very immature energies of I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to go get this, and I'm willing to go and get it from wherever it needs to come from. So I think you could be experiencing some Five of Pentacles energy, some lack. Even if it's not material things, you could see a decline in your finances. You could be experiencing that right now. A decline in your energy. You could be feeling very lowly. You could be feeling as if you're inadequate or as if you're not enough, which just sucks because it's your birthday month. So come on, let's get some energy up. But it's all for a lesson. It feels to me like Saturn is in your sign right now. This feels like one of those Saturnian lessons that are very difficult, challenging, the ones that you don't want, the ones that you want somebody else to get, but it's because Spirit is trying to get you to see the value of who you are. This message is coming through to bring you clarity so that you can go out and do the great work that you're meant to be. The only way to get there is to sit in a place of receptivity and reception. That means opening yourself up to opportunities that the world has to offer you. These may not come in the familial states or forms that you're used to. For example, if you work a 9 to 5, right? I don't know why they're showing me a nurse works 3/12s and you're like, this is my job. This is how I make my money, right? They're like, no, I need you to stop thinking like that. Stop thinking like that. If you are someone who, going back to the storyline that they were showing me, if you are someone who uses other people for personal gain, who tries to create environments where you can collaborate with people because you know that you're going to benefit from them. You got to get rid of that idea. If you use anybody to gain anything, you're never going to operate as this empress, meaning you will not close out the cycle. This is a call to justice. This is a call to correct this karmic debt that your ancestors' familial lineage has been holding. And the amazing thing about this is that Spirit is deeming you as the one who is able to heal it with the star energy, the great work, the Hierophant here, the Empress, the World, Justice, Ace of Swords, and the Catacomb. Your ancestors are calling on you to be the one to resolve this. And if you are able to resolve this and to get rid of any ideas in regards to, like, I'm going to force this to happen, I'm going to manipulate to make this happen, I'm going to sabotage any and everyone that gets in my way, or I'm going to run people over to get what I want, then you will not acquire what is yours, what should be yours. The King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck is showing that when you do the right thing, when you're diligent, and when you're consistent in being wholesome as far as how you get things, you will bring more in. Now, Geminis, this could be somebody else. Somebody else could be doing this with you. They could be trying to use you and doing whatever they can to one-up you just to get what they want. But there's a lesson here. And I'm not going to lie, it does feel like it's the lesson for you. This is the truth. This is the clarity that you've been seeking. And it is uncomfortable, and it is not the most fun energy to sit in. But I will tell you that one thing is when we can befriend those shadow parts of us. So first of all, whoever this is for, you were taught this. Could have been a mother who showed you this, or a pastor, somebody at church, some type of minister, or I don't know, imam, I don't know, something like that is coming through, right? Someone who is like a leader in some type of religious facility. They could have taught you how to how to use others for your benefit. That's the best way to say it. But that has to come to an end. That's not the way out. It's not the way out. And you're being asked to rise above this. In your independence, rise above this energy. And in that, when you accept the truth, see it clearly, you're going to notice that you will start to receive material and spiritual prosperity. There's some type of vanity here, like a mask. There's something in regards to like masking everything for your benefit. Like if something doesn't benefit you, or this is the other person again, okay? If this doesn't benefit, I'm just saying you because I don't know who it is, but if this is you, it's like you've done everything you could your whole life to wear a mask just to be able to get to a place of, in a position of status, only to gain some things and realize like, wait, I'm here, but I really don't have what I've been looking for this whole time. And that's because the intentions and it's lacking purity, okay? It's lacking purity, and it's lacking purity because it's injustice, because it isn't in alignment with your ancestral lineage. This is of the old, and there is a big calling right now, like a great awakening with the ancestors to bring to light truth and clarity, but to also remove those dead ways that have been holding all of us back. So some of the burdens, some of the ways that you are right now, I'm hearing you say like, God, I didn't even know I was like that, right? Well, some of that could have come from your ancestors. But with the catacomb here, this is Chiron energy. This is about healing. This is about hurting and filling deeply embedded wounds and pains so that you can heal those things. That is justice. Justice comes in to balance out the scales of life, to balance out the scales of life with truth, with clarity, and with thoughts and respect for your ancestors moving forward, so that you can then move your family lineage into this King of Stones, which is the King of Pentacles, with truth, clarity, and build a legacy that will last, that is built on truth. Is built on truth, but it's also built on healing, and it's star power. It's the energy of we will be seen for good things, for the right things. This is also royalty too. So your family lineage could be, your ancestors could have been some type of royalty. Maybe there was some injustices in your ancestral lineage that led to your family feeling the need to defend themselves and go after whatever it is, even by means of tearing others down, because that needed to be healed and because it needed to come up. I'm going to pull one of my past life energies here for this ancestors. I want to see what your ancestors, what is this karmic debt that they're asking you to help pay right now? And again, a lot of this that you're feeling could not even be, it could be that this is stuff from past lives and from your ancestors that you were just unaware of, and you're the one that's just chosen to resolve it. So the energetic realm, in life in between lives, that's how it's definitely how this energy feels to me. It feels to me like you're the in between, like you're the bridge, okay? With Archangel Zadkiel, compassion, freedom, and forgiveness, and then passions and interests, hobbies, sports, and favorite pastimes. This feels to me like an energy of someone's lineage, ancestral lineage, that did not operate in forgiveness, that held a lot of grudges and didn't have a lot of compassion towards others. Instead, I think instead of healing and looking at wounds that needed to be resolved, I think that your family lineage is probably known for creating things to take up that space. So it's like these are distractions to keep you from actually healing those wounds that are embedded in you that allow true freedom. And it's because in order to heal wounds, in order to look at that inner child and look at the shadow parts of you, you have to be willing to share compassion with others and with yourself. And I think the challenge with your family lineage has been being compassionate, being transparent, and being able to actually look at themselves and assess the individuals for who they are. If you look at your parents, look at your grandparents, look at your aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, etc. Pay attention to who is single versus who is